No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
All right, everybody, welcome back to More Ignorance in Basketball. And unfortunately, those are 3 hours that none of us are going to get back. I am working on a letter to the NBA to be compensated for my time because I could have spent that time watching YouTube videos on HBO Max, but I spent it watching this garbage. And I actually watched the whole thing. I never watched the skills challenge because why would I? Or I watch the 3 point if, somebody interesting is in it. That wasn't the case this year, and I still watched it. Why? Because I knew it was going to be garbage, and we're here for the jokes. So let's start with the skills challenge. Hey, NBA, nobody cares. But he's a big man and he can pass. Nobody cares. You should pass. You're a professional basketball player. You should be able to do everything a civilian can. DeAndre Jordan, I'm talking to you. Why can't you do anything? It's crazy how skillless you are. But the way he rolls to the basket, he brings so much attention. Well, look how long that lasted. You know what I mean? Maybe if you had some skills, you wouldn't be on the end of the bench on a team that is garbage. Now, some would say that this DeAndre Jordan firing is uncalled for, and I would actually agree because, he's just trying his best. Well, is he? Because if that's your best, holy shit, that's like zero effort as far as I'm concerned. But let's move on. Yeah, the skills challenge, kill it. It's boring. Nobody wants to see a bunch of grown men running around cones, passing balls into circles. It's boring. Do something entertaining. This is what the NBA needs to do. You take the worst players on the worst team because let's be real, nobody knows who they are. They get no time to shine, and if they get hurt, it's not a big deal. You put them in some sort of wipeout or American Ninja situation where they're doing things that are entertaining. You're jumping on gigantic rubber balls, falling into pits of goo. These are the things that America, mostly middle America, loves to see. It'll bring your views up, and it's memeable. And again, if they get hurt, they weren't going to play anyway. And if they did, nobody was going to watch them. So everybody wins. And hell, if they do well, now we can see how athletic they are. They get a time to shine. They're on social media, thriving, possibly. It's a win-win situation. You're welcome. I'm a man of the people. I root for the little man. Unlike Stephen Curry, who was a rich kid. Let's not forget. So NBA, you're welcome. Or you could bring back the horse thing. That was kind of cool because I thought it was interesting that Rondo is like a terrible shooter, but he almost won in horse. So that kind of shows you how skilled somebody can be even though they're trash in the game. You're welcome. These are free suggestions, but if you want to cut me a check, DM me. I'm not going to deny you that opportunity. Also, let's talk about the three-point competition. Why wasn't Cam Johnson in it? He's second in the league in three-point percentage, and he's on the best team in the league. That's disrespectful because you have Luke Kennard, who's on a team that is garbage, and he also looks like he should be working in a Zoomies. I was going to say he should be running a Zoomies, but no, he doesn't even get that much credit. He just works on it. Maybe he puts the grip tape on the decks and tries to make sure people aren't stealing, but they steal in front of him anyway because he does not have a face that commands respect. And that's just the truth. You know it, and I know it. But Kamal, he's from Ohio. Well, then tell me, Brittany, why they booed him when he was going on. Clearly, his own state doesn't even like him. You should have replaced him with Cam Johnson, who would have won. Because these people let a big man, even though he's a big man that can shoot, you let a big man win. Do you understand how embarrassing that is if you're a guard? Guards should be the best players in the league because, there's not a lot of people who are 7 feet tall. So clearly the skill level is going to dip. But you have a billion people who are 6 feet tall. So to make it in this league where there's not a lot of people, you got to be really, really good, right? That's just math. It's science. It's economics. These are the things that matter in this country. And you're going to let somebody who shouldn't be that good beat you at your own thing? Pathetic. I'm not surprised because you had people like Luke Kennard in there. You had people like... Actually, just Luke Kennard because I don't have a beef with anybody else because nobody else is on the Clippers or Warriors, which are two garbage franchises. Let's be honest about it, people. Let's be honest about it. You know, before I get to the dunk contest, which was obviously the worst part of it, actually, you know, shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns. He broke a record. I don't know which record it was because you people change the 3-point format every single year, so I don't even know like what's good and what's not. First, there's they added the whole rack with that's all twos. Then they add these fucking Mountain Dew balls because you got to get a check. I get it. This is America. But like, I don't know. Is he better than like Larry Bird back in the day? I don't know because you keep adding all this shit. So just keep it the same or totally change it. Honestly, I don't care. I'm probably never going to watch it again because this was an L. Also, let's talk about the performances, if you can call them that. I think a DJ Khaled performance is about as lazy as you could possibly get as far as like a concert, right? Like if you went to a DJ Khaled concert to see DJ Khaled, let me just break down to you what you're actually watching. You're watching somebody who doesn't make beats, he doesn't dance, he doesn't sing, he doesn't rap, he doesn't write lyrics, he doesn't play the flute, he can't even play the piano. So you're there to see this man sing lyrics or rap lyrics over an artist who's probably already there, like they had at the fucking performance thing, rapping over a song. So there's like 3 layers of garbage. 2 of them are unnecessary. You could have just listened to the song at home for free, but you paid to hear an overweight man yell over somebody yelling over a song that's probably bad. That's what the NBA hired to entertain us, and I just don't understand how anybody with a functioning brain couldn't see that that's the worst investment you could possibly make if you want to be entertained. Because it's just like, what am I watching? And I didn't pay for it, but I felt like I should have been paid to watch it. You know, I felt like somebody who like tests video games at a shitty video game studio. That's what it felt like. It's like, I know I'm supposed to be having fun, but this really does feel like work, and I need to be compensated for my time. So NBA, like I said, if you want to cut me a check, the DMs are open at Ignorant in Basketball. I'm just saying. Let's get into the dunk contest because obviously that was the biggest L of the night. Here's the biggest issue. Everything took way too long. We already don't care about any of these people. Nobody really cares about rookies unless they're balling. Nobody really cares about Jalen Green. I'm so sorry. But he's on a team that nobody watches and nobody cares about. And again, I think it's so funny that Tillman Fertitta was one hamstring away from a championship and beating the most overpowered team in the history of the sport. And then he throws it all away and is the worst team in the league and has the worst contract in the league when he insulted Chris Paul saying he had the worst contract. Now you actually have the worst contract in the league. John Wall making like $50 million and not playing, and your team is garbage. But yeah, nobody wants to see Cole Anthony, whatever. I don't even know his name. Nobody wants to see you put on Tim's for 15 minutes and do a weak-ass dunk. That's the reality. If you had the star power to pull it off, maybe. But you don't. You don't. And your dad looked uncomfortable. He looked very uncomfortable. He looked confused when you're doing that goofy-ass dance. He's just like, what has my son become? He grew up rich. Why is he acting like this? I truly don't understand. We had nannies. What is happening? That's what he was telling me with his eyes. And I got it because I would be confused too if I was a dad like that. And it's a struggle, and I'm here for you. I don't know your name, but I'm here for you. So that was the biggest issue that I had. Second issue, the dunks were lame. Like, not only could you not complete most of them, 2 of them got knocked out because you couldn't even do the damn shit, but what you were trying to do wasn't that tight. This is the thing. We've already seen the Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon thing. That's going to be damn near impossible to beat. It's just the reality. This man was doing between the legs from the free throw line. I don't know what more you can do that's better than that. In like real life, maybe in like an anime or a video game, you could do something better than that. But in reality, there's not a whole lot you could do. And Aaron Gordon was like right there with him in the same competition. So it's kind of over. But you could do better than what we saw. The dunks were lame as hell. And that last one was not cool. Like, at least make it look cool. Just throw it down hard. It's not that difficult. It's times like these where I wish I was in the NBA, not even for the money. Okay, obviously for the money mostly, but I would just be so good at it. If you just gave me the basketball skills, I would be the most entertaining NBA player ever. My post-game interviews would be tens. My showmanship, 10. And a message to Mr. Toscano Anderson: be more entertaining. Okay, this man has zero showmanship. As soon as it was time for the dunk, he just did it immediately. He didn't look up, he didn't hype up the crowd, he didn't change his fit. This man couldn't even play a cool song. It was lame as hell. You have to be a showmanship. This is All-Star Weekend. It's about being entertaining. If he had done that, he probably could have won. But he didn't do that, and he lost to some of the lamest dunks I've ever seen. Okay, that's not true, but it was the worst dunk contest I've ever seen. Actually, it was the second worst. The worst one was the one with Paul George where Damian Lillard was in it, where they changed the format, and everyone was like, what the hell is going on? They like competed as a team or something? That was dumb as hell. But this was a close second. A close second. And those are the reasons. There's no star power. No one knows or cares who any of you people are. You guys took way too long. You couldn't complete dunks. You took too long. This man was putting on shoes for fucking 25 minutes. Boring. It was either that or there was just no showmanship at all, Toscano. And the dunks were whack. So it was just like everything you could have done wrong, you did wrong. And this is what happened. You get memed. This is the age of the internet. Welcome. We're here. We have arrived and we're here. So, moving forward, NBA, I would maybe put a shot clock up there. Limit people's attempts. If you run up, that's an attempt from now on. Okay? If you run up and you lose the ball, that counts as an attempt. You get 4. After that, gone. And also, people should be able to get zeros. What is this? What are we, just handing out trophies? The lowest you can get is a 6? You failed. It's a 0. If I'm in class and I have a test to take and I don't take the test, I don't get a D. I get a 0. So give people zeros. There's more on the line there. There's more risk. It makes it more entertaining. I mean, that's it. Honestly, the All-Star thing has always been kind of lame to me. There's always moments here and there, but it's never something I've really cared about. The only thing I care about is my team winning and the Warriors losing. That's just how I view basketball. Is it healthy? No, but it's where I'm at, and it's who I am. So if you made it to the end, I do appreciate you. I'll be making a couple videos during the break, and I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Peace.